Hello folks, and welcome to another video on the channel, and indeed this one has me very excited because for a number of, well, perhaps even months, I've been eagerly anticipating the new update for the PIPER series of general aviation aircraft from Just Flight. And in this video you're going to come with me on a beautiful flight around Derbyshire in the Varjo Aero as I show you some of the many new features you can find now. Now, whether you've got the Turbo Aero, the normal aspirated Aero, or even the Warrior which we're using today, there has been a number of very important fixes, particularly with the flight modelling. And I can tell you for a fact, since I do fly a PIPER Warrior quite a lot, that those updates are very welcome indeed. They feel absolutely superb and give the aircraft a more fluid feel in the air, because before I did have some issues with the pitch, particularly sort of how it can be very oversensitive. Well, there's even an option to change that in the EFB. But anyway, let's just go through some of the many features that have been updated. Well, of course, now with version 1.10.6, you've got full Sim Update 12 compatibility, including Xbox compatibility in the marketplace as well. But in terms of the EFB functionality, well, there's been plenty of different changes, as you can see here, including importing your sim brief flight plan. You can monitor your position in real time using a map view with tracking, zoom and pan options. You can explore and view your Navigraph charts with automated selection of departures and arrivals, a top of descent calculator, and something that I really do like is the fact that you can write notes and you have an integrated keyboard, which of course for VR users like myself is very much appreciated. Even the interactive checklist now being inside the EFB feels a bit more realistic and is very much a welcome addition, as you can see here. In fact, this EFB reminds me very much of the 146 Professional, so it's great to see the upgrades from that aircraft trickling down to the general aviation side of things. And as we continue to enjoy this beautiful evening flight over Lady Bower, I am constantly reminded of how incredible this flight simulator has matured in such a short time, and particularly for VR users. This really is the very best we have now for general aviation. And as Lady Bower now comes into view in all her glory, this just feels so special indeed. With the Varjo Aero, we're getting 75 frames per second here in TAA mode with a Stormforce 13900K running an RTX Asus 4090. Just look at the way the sun is glinting off those wings. Absolutely gorgeous. And as we now fly over Sheffield, you can see the Orbex landmark starting to glisten in the evening sun there. So a few other things that is worth mentioning is the fact that there is much smoother cockpit push button animations now and dynamic baggage, which can be seen depending upon the payload. And as you can see here, it's great to see better compatibility with the GTN 750, although I always find that a bit strange in an aircraft like this personally. But if you are very tech orientated and want all of that functionality, well, as you can see here, it works a treat. And I love how it's hot swappable as well. I'm just zooming in there so you can see it initialize. And it's working a treat, no problems at all. I'm using the free version, but of course it also works with the premium version as well. So I'm just going to leave you now with this beautiful approach into Wickenby. Look how the aircraft is moving around very much realistically and very fluid, thanks to the new tweaks in the flight modelling. Any sort of shaking you can see is actually because I'm using my Dot Reality H2. But for now guys, thank you so much for watching. As always, I truly appreciate it. I would highly recommend the Just Flight series of PIPER aircraft, whether it's the Turbo Aero, the Aero 3, or in this case the Warrior. They are beautiful. Take care guys, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye bye for now.